All right. We good?
I'm ready, bro. Let's do it.
Let's get it. Welcome y'all to episode 70 of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I'm your host, Chenzo, and today I'm here with another music artist. Of course, we got Cain Valentino. Welcome to the pod, my man.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. We got a snow day out here in Nashville today.
It's like I bring it with me every time I come,
Right, so you just drove here from Mississippi?
Yo.
That's where you're from?
Yo. All the way at the bottom, bro.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
So how was driving over here today?
It was pretty good, I just cruised. I left at 3:30 this morning, got over here, bro, and it was just like a breeze the whole way here. I love driving.
Sometimes, right? Yeah,
you know how it goes.
I've been Ubering in the city, so I'm driving all the time. It's pretty easy, though, Can't complain. I'm just listening to music, cruising most of the time.
Sounds like my type of job.
Right?
Telling you.
What do you do for work?
So I am a music artist completely.
Full-time?
Not full-time.
Right.
I actually work at a lumber mill back at home, but my schedule is a 2-2-3. So I work like 2 days on, two off, and then 3 on, and I flop every other weekend. Yeah. So on my off days, I can do music. Then I can still have an extra check.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I do. It's kind of cool. Lumber mills.
Yeah, what does that entail?
It's not that fun at all.
Chopping wood or what?
Pretty much, yeah, running cranes and really anything. Anything they need me to do, I'm there. Just like a jack of all trades,
Some blue-collar type shit?
Yeah, it's what I've always been. My whole family's been blue-collar, like the whole life, And when I turned 19, I used to work offshore. It's like oil rigs and stuff. Before I actually, I was in music. I've been in music since I was, 13 years old. Learned how to play the trombone and everything. And that's what kind of threw me in. And I just kind of didn't ever think about doing it, professionally. But I kept going and going and going and going. Then I went offshore, and finally I was like, you know what? It got me a little bit of money in my pocket, because Mississippi is kind of like poverty, So once I got a little bit of money in my pocket, I was like, you know what? I'm finna do this shit.
Hell yeah. That's you. We were just talking
Don't cut that. Don't cut that. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
Yep, right.
It's Nash.
I just put my phone on D&D too.
Yeah.
Shit happens. Yeah, so you're talking about how you got started in music from a young age.
Mm-hmm.
And
exposed to a lot, bro.
So playing the trombone at a young age.
And I grew up with my grandparents. I live with my grandparents, and then that's why I keep telling you I like the vinyl player. Because my grandma had every type of vinyl I could think of. It could be anything from, you ever heard of Creedence Clearwater Revival?
Yeah.
It'd be CCR all the way to Amy Winehouse. I'd just sit there and I'd play with it and listen like a sponge.
So you're definitely inspired by all types of genres of music, because I've noticed your sound is a lot of mix of.
It's all over the place.
Hip hop, country, folk.
Yep, you can kind of even though a lot of it sounds different, it all if you boil it down to the base, it's my sound. It sounds the same throughout, just with different elements.
So where was the transition from playing music and learning from a young age, putting out your own music? When did that start happening? More recently?
I was about 18. I'm 25 now, about to be 26.
Yeah, I'm 26 too.
So
99.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yep, 99. 90s baby, barely.
Right, maybe still count it.
we barely made the cut, bro. For real. Y2K,
Right.
But yeah, when I turned 19, I made the transition. I was like, you know what? I've always felt this pull towards it. And I was like, maybe I should give it a try, because I'd rather live with me trying than not trying at all. Because not trying is basically failing if I get later in life and be full of regret.
Absolutely, yeah. I hear you 100%, man. I started around the same age too when I was in college, 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
19, I think I put out my first song.
You just get that calling, It's kind of you don't really do it till it's time. You feel it on the inside.
So then, were you working with producers? Were you making your own beats, or what was that like?
I started off as a producer. There's a reason why I'm not a producer now. You see what I'm saying? I was not that good at it. I was I kind of want to put my feelings more into it and kind of just be an overall artist and love the artistry. Even outside of being an artist, I'm an artist. I live my life like that. I do anything from paint, the way I treat people. I look at that as artistry too. For real. Treat everybody with respect. And that's what's really gotten all the doors open for me. Respect, just being authentic, not trying to, and pretty sure from what you've listened to me, it's like you can't really pin it towards anybody. I don't sound like anybody. It's just staying authentic, bro.
Yeah, so we had met at that Nash Daddy show a couple weeks ago at the Vinyl Lounge. You performed that song. You have "Sun in the Rain." I really like that one. I was just jamming it before you got here.
I do. I really appreciate that. That song came out of nowhere.
Yeah, talk about it, like how it came about.
Dude, me and my buddy Big Hoss from back home.
Shout him out.
Big Hoss. Shout out Big Hoss. He came and picked me up one night. We call it spin the block. When we get bored at home and we're both working night shift, we just get in his car or get in my car. We just go ride around and listen to stuff and make stuff. And we were just riding around, bro. And I just was like, "You're like the sun and rain," literally just like that. And then
like
from
to
there,
a beat, or like were you just messing
to the beat, like the exact beat I had, because I had like a whole file. I had that beat for a long time, just tucked away. And then we were going through them, and when I found it, I was just like, might as well just put it on in the background, And then it just came out. I can't really explain it because like it's just one of them things. Like as a creative, you get an antenna, and I feel like I had just tuned to the right signal.
That melody or that main idea came to you,
Everything.
And you ran with it.
We wrote it in 10 minutes.
The whole song.
The whole song in 10 minutes. I kid you not.
Damn.
A lot of my music, it starts like that though, because like I have very bad ADHD. So like I'll just be sitting there and I'll be thinking of something and I'll say one line and I can take that one line and just keep going. And then it completes it. I'm like, all right, cool.
Right. Even though you had that beat for a minute too. So you were just waiting for that moment to happen.
Exactly. And I made this song in such a way. I was just talking with my buddy Idealist on the way over here. And he was explaining the song to me and I planned it and he told me I executed it the way he had thought it was. The song, you can't tell what it's about. You can get the idea behind it. Like, it's about things never changing. Just like, dude, even though if the clouds are out, if the sun comes up, it's still the sun, right?
Right.
It's about accepting things for what they are instead of what you hope they can be. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't really give no context in the song. It could be a parent. You could fill in, like, if somebody has bad, like, at home problems, they could fill it in with a parent, like a parent never changing. Because, like, I never say that it's about, like, a girl. But if whatever somebody's going through in that moment, they can take that, apply it to the song, and I think that's why it resonates with people so heavily. They can put their story. It's their song. It's not my song no more.
Yeah, definitely. I've had conversations with my friends about when you release a song, it's no longer yours. It's like the audience's to either comment on, relate to in their own way. And that's, I guess, why people like to be, what's the word for it? Like less intentional when it comes to explaining the meaning of the song, because it can mean many things to different people. But I don't know, for me personally, when I'm writing songs, it's like there's a very specific meaning to it. Mm-hmm. Like I've even thought about like starting a new series on my YouTube channel where I break down my songs and like the lyrics and the meaning behind them. Because for me personally, like there's a lot of meaning and it's pretty much about something specifically, which I guess I've been told too, a way I could improve is to make my songs, I guess, more relatable for others. But music for me is just a way of expressing myself, so I can't help
as it should be,
but make it personal,
And it's hard to really balance that, because like you're telling your story through your music, but not everybody will have the same story.
Right.
And that's what I struggle with it too, bro. I catch myself writing records to where like I'll stop halfway through and I'm like, wait a minute, this is about exactly what happened to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna tuck that away. Then I'll use it and break that. I'll break what I had down and apply it to another record in the future. Just like if I'm skimming through and I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'll put it there. That's what I do, but I completely agree with you and I understand what you're saying. Like, I've caught myself doing it many a time.
Right, it's hard as an artist because we're, wearing our heart on our sleeve when we put ourselves out there emotionally, especially with music.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's very different.
Maybe someone can relate to it in a different way, like you said, and I don't know, even if it is your experience, that someone out there might be going through something similar.
Exactly. And you never know. Once it gets out there, bro, you just never know what it can do. It's like some records take years to break, But when they break, they're going to break.
Right, that's why you got to keep promoting yourself and putting yourself out there, because people act like, oh, I put the song out and promoted it one time. Like it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah. When I first started off to even like, I'm trying to think about what I'm going to say. All the doors that I've had opened up to me is because of it just finding the right ear. That's all it is. And it's very like, it's like a hit or miss. Like my buddy Caskey talks about it all the time. He talks about like banking on blowing up is like putting your money into the lottery.
Right.
Even when it happens, there's still like tax to it, you know? And like all those moments, like let's just say, for example, if me or you blew up tomorrow in 30 minutes or an hour, about 2 weeks from now, it'll just be like, You see what I'm saying?
Right, unless you like capitalize on it. Or...
Exactly. I mean, you can capitalize on it, but like anything, like think of like your greatest achievement. Even though it's happened right now, after the joy has already faded, it's like,
That's
right?
Nice, yeah.
You see what I'm just like, I did that. Yeah, it's nice. It's about having that, dude, like, I don't know. It's just like being happy within yourself, you know? I don't really know how to quite explain it, but I don't expect anything. Right. So when it does happen, it makes me even more happier.
Even that if you're, more of someone who's been in the industry for a while and you have experience, as opposed to someone who like just came in and then blows up. Like I want to use examples like Ice Spice.
Mm-hmm.
Is like people kind of shit on her stage presence when she blew up and had to be performing in front of a lot of people, that it wasn't that good because she wasn't really prepared for that amount of attention.
It's hard, bro. It's like even me at the level I'm at, if it was to happen to me, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what in the hell I'd be like. I'd be like, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd just be like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like in her situation. It's kind of like you don't know what to do. You haven't been in it for a long time. So it's like.
Right. So how are you going to be able to deliver like people who have been in it for a minute?
Exactly.
It's like you go from maybe performing for a few minutes to like you're supposed to deliver an hour plus set.
Mm-hmm. It's like you've never been in front of 70,000 people, You
gotta be prepared for those things if it were to happen. That's like what people I've seen like recently. It's like maybe it's not your time to blow up anyways, because even if you were to, would you really be prepared for it? And would it be like your best self that you're ready to present to everybody?
Exactly. Like even at like the level, bro, I don't even have my brand fully together. So if I blew up and I don't have a landing pad, who's gonna stay?
Right.
Such
so
a fast-paced industry.
Take your time with it and then have it happen when you're ready for it.
The turtle always wins, bro. It may be 10 years from now, it may be 15, but the turtle always wins.
Right, because the turtle never gives up.
That's it, bro. It's really a game of longevity, too. And you build credit and you network. And even with me being in a short amount of time, bro, I've met so many people and I know, like, A-list celebrities and stuff. And it's insane. Like, it really is, but it's just part of the journey, bro. All of our journeys are different,
100%, yeah. I was just talking about it with one of my friends yesterday. It's about you're not early, you're not late, you're right on time. Mm-hmm. Everyone accomplishes things at different ages and different points in their life. And it's not to say that you're worse or better than anybody else.
Exactly.
Like you're on your own journey, and that's true to you. It's only
you're one of one, bro.
Yeah, it's unique to you. Like that's your experience. And who's to say?
It's all our first time living.
What was that?
It's all our first times living, bro.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's just one life, too. We got to enjoy it and make the most of it.
Learning to slow down has really been good, though. I used to live in the past before I started, and then now after I started gaining momentum, I started living in the future. But why can't I just be happy with the present? I'm working on it.
Yeah, it's like what things do you do to help slow down?
Yeah, I figured out, like, how most people are like, what's my purpose in life? I'll tell the viewers, your purpose in life is what you do every day. Think about it. What you do every day is your purpose, bro, because it's always going to end where it's supposed to be.
So what's your purpose? What do you do every day?
I treat everybody nice. I'm going to leave an impact, and anytime somebody brings up my name, he was very respectful. and he has done nothing but try to help me. And if I never really truly make it big, I can still go out knowing that I've made people happy. That's the ultimate goal, bro.
Right, spreading love,
trying to be
joy.
different. Trying to be different than all these people. Because I've ran into people like in this industry, bro, they want to like use, abuse, and just take anything they can. Because most of these rappers and artists that are humongous are actually broke. And they use people like us that are hungry, and they see you're hungry, and they're gonna take full advantage of it, bro.
And they're just flexing, they're acting like a lot of times like people that are trying so hard to look rich are probably
it's content. That's all it is,
rich.
bro.
Man. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
exactly
I think
what it
about just like artists, like, you know, you said it's about longevity. How I knew years ago someone like 6ix9ine was not going to be relevant today, you know?
Exactly.
I just knew. When I was in college, everyone was like, oh my God, 6ix9ine, we're bumping that shit. But like the shit that he was rapping about was just super fucking basic. And it's like he basically just started screaming nonsense like drugs, guns, fucking girls, bitches, blah, 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 blah. Like,
people
you know,
in Mississippi were going crazy over that, bro.
Right, but it was like you could clearly see that there was no real substance to it, and that it wasn't gonna last. And then he clearly like has crashed out since then. And
they always burn out.
Right, so it's like, I mean, I don't like to like. This podcast is about uplifting others, but there are just certain people that you gotta like, that I just see from my past, and like can think back on it and just be like, well, like,
yeah,
I don't know, it didn't make sense to me, it didn't resonate with me then, I didn't understand it, what the hype was about it.
Yep.
But still not around. And something like our music that's a little more personable, more authentic in the case of like we're talking about, you know, your purpose or spreading joy and treating people with kindness. It's a lot different than talking about like shooting people. And
yeah, I don't even, when I was younger I listened to it, but now if it doesn't make me move or I don't feel it, bro, what I'm going through on a daily basis, I kind of just tone it out. Like I used to love Moneybagg Yo, all of them, because I don't know, when you're young and turnt, you know, as they say, I was turned up,
rap,
dude,
like,
all the time. Loved all of it. But then as I got older, I listened to it like, yeah, that was a throwback. But like, I ain't finna bump it. Like, I like stuff like
doesn't hit the same, yeah.
It don't. It really don't, man.
And not to say I enjoyed a couple 6ix9ine songs.
I did too.
Overall,
I like Kiki, bro. And I like Gotti was my favorite.
Gotti was
that
a
was
good
smooth.
one. Yeah. Kiki was the one with, is that A Boogie was in that one, or?
I think it was A Boogie and Fetty.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. But like even then, it's like, all right, I can enjoy these couple songs and still, I don't know, not really enjoy 6ix9ine as an artist.
Yeah.
But hope he's doing well out there. If you see this,
He's still like going crazy though.
Somewhat, and
yeah, I guess it's out of America though. I think he's like always in like South America or something. I don't know. I see him on reels all the time.
He just be wilding out. It seems like he takes advantage of people and shit. Like I know, like him and like Steve will do it. We're mad close for a while, and I love Steve will do it. And I hate that YouTube is fucking like banned Steve will do it. It's so whack. But like yeah, even to like have that relationship fall out and seem like he did someone like Steve dirty, who like Steve just seems to like help people all the time and just be nice and treat people with respect.
It's hard, bro, but just don't expect yourself and others. I messed up so many times by doing that. Like I meet people and I'm like, oh yeah, like I expect to see myself in others. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't do that anymore. I just, like I said, I see them for who they are, not what I hope they can be. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not what, oh yeah, like they're okay. But I put distance, you know, I still help anybody. I'll help anybody that has done me wrong, especially if they need help. Like I'm going to help. I'm always going to be the first person there to help. Don't matter if we have problems. I can put that aside to help somebody. That's just how it is. I mean, it really depends on the severity though. You know, I mean, it's,
if people are willing to accept help and you know, they gotta want it too.
Yeah, for real. So far I've slowed down on drinking too. Starting like talking about helping yourself, you know. Dude, I used to
treat
be
yourself with the same
animal.
kindness that you treat other people with.
I used to be a party animal, bro. Like, I went on a 7-day bender one time with me and my buddies. And a whole packet of Kratom.
Kratom.
Yeah, I know it sounds pretty crazy, right? It's 100% true though. I can tell you it was horrible. When I was working offshore though, like I'd come home and it'd be like this self-destructive like path, and it would take time away from my music. I never saw like real motion with it until I really started taking care of myself, for real. That's just the truth about it, you know. I mean, I still drink. I just don't, not all the time, not like every day, you know,
Right, yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, I look back on it and I'm like, don't know how I did it. I think I was going through a lot before I learned that I can actually deal with my own self, you know, being sober, really talk myself through it instead of like running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still like to get down now, dude.
Of course, I'm the same way, man. You know, when there's times to celebrate and have a good time, but it doesn't mean you need to be doing it all the time and like taking care of yourself. If in turn it's just making you feel shitty.
That's right.
Then
that is right, bro. Hangovers
super
hurt worse now that we're older.
counterintuitive.
Yeah, I've just now started experiencing like bad hangovers the past like 6 months. Like I have to really watch what I drink, bro. Back then I could down endless amounts of liquor. Just, I mean, anything, bro. I could mix. I could do anything. But now, if I don't stick to one type and really take it slow, I'm in for it in the morning.
Yeah, it's just gonna get worse as you get older, too.
Oh yeah.
As we get older,
as we call it in Mississippi, shit hits the fan.
So, man, talking about growing up in Mississippi and like some of your early influences, who are some more of those influences that you had when it comes to like creating music?
Bro, honestly, I really like, you ever heard of Lord Huron?
I've heard of them.
They had a hit song, The Night We Met. So like, you know, like take me back to the night we met. You ever heard that?
Maybe if I've heard about it.
Dude, amazing band. It's like they talk about like mysteries of life, you know, like death and stuff like that. But it's like nature and death, and like I don't know how to really explain it. It just takes me on like a roller coaster.
In a way.
It's pretty, bro. You just have to listen. Like after we get off, you're gonna just listen, bro. It's like very chill and mellow. Sometimes I need a break, dog. Like I need a break from all the upbeat music and stuff. I'm just like chill, you know. They were one of them. Caskey for sure. I've liked Caskey for a long time, and then I eventually became friends with them back in 2020. Around there, I went to LA and seen them. Met a lot of people, dude. I still got I met a guy named Randall in LA. It's like one of my engineers, you know, now. And he, very good dude. I've kept a good relationship with him for a long time. And yeah, Caskey's a really good artist, bro. You should go watch him, check him out. That's what I mean. Like, and I say, I listen to stuff with context and like something that helps me really tap into who I am and feel more, you know, like understand my thoughts, and like, it's really crazy, bro. If you like rap music, but like not like turning up. He has like his old catalog. He has like some turn up stuff, you know. But nowadays it's more about like just being in touch with life.
Yeah, it's more like alternative rap type stuff.
Yeah, I guess you could say. I really I can't even put them in a genre. Like, I don't even know it's rap, but.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, everything I do is rooted in hip hop, but I'm all over the place too. Like, I've done more pop stuff, EDM stuff, alternative, pop punk.
Like, oh yeah, I like them too.
Stoner shit, like just really chill, like lo-fi stuff, like all over the place. But yeah, lately I think my bag is like the more of the, I don't know, like the stoner chill rap, and then like the pop stuff is what like my two main focuses right now.
Yeah, it's fire though. Like you talking about like kind of like a Mac Miller type?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely got that comparison.
That's what I was like. I was thinking. I was like, oh yeah. They believe it or not, you listen to the type of music I make, but half the time I don't even listen to any kind of that music. I listen to classic rock like Alice in Chains and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like my main go-to when I'm by myself. You know, when I have my friends to play what they want to hear, but Alice in Chains is like my top band, bro. I love them.
One of your favorite bands of all time?
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite. Them, CCR, John Fogerty. He's that guy, bro. He's cool. Really good guy, you know. I think that's all I could say for now. That is all like everybody that I've always liked, you know, music wise. I dabble into everything, but just I seem to find myself like always drifting back to them. So, what about you?
Like what
Yeah, we're flipping this thing around. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of different types of music. I mean, I grew up on like 2000s hip hop, so like Lil Wayne, Drake, Kanye West.
We did too in the South.
Of course, right? Yeah, Young Money, Cash Money. Who else? I mean, I love like Kid Cudi, Future. Then like as of like recently, like the last several years, getting into more like rock, like Eagles, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yes, bro.
Some Bob Marley, like classic.
That's all fire choices, honestly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I listen to everything. I mean, I've been doing this thing called Song of the Day for the last 5 years. I post a song on my story and I add it to a playlist. So this playlist is like 1,800 songs long now.
Yeah.
It's been going on for 5 years. Since 2020, I started the playlist. So I just add to it. And that's like my playlist to go to of just pure fire music. It's just a combination of everything I've been listening to over the last few years. Comprised of mostly hip hop, but then it's a lot of alternative rock, EDM, country.
Just a mixture, huh?
Yeah, a couple metal songs in there. I can't anything that gets too heavy or too country is kind of where I draw the line.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like drifting too far into the lane.
Yeah, it's like there's a sweet spot where they can all meet. So I think like more of like lately like alternative music and like hip hop have had a great like bridge, and even like with country and hip hop lately with like artists like Shaboozey or Jelly Roll.
I was just about to say that, Shaboozey. Yeah.
Yeah, and even then, like I have been writing a couple songs that are kind of in that more direction too. So I'm excited for that stuff, and I really like I said enjoyed your song "Sun in the Rain."
I appreciate that, bro. That really means a lot to me. I've gotten so much feedback on it. It's crazy.
So I'm gonna be adding that shit to Song of the Day though too. And to me, those songs that I add to Song of the Day, like those are hits. Like you know what I mean? Like those are songs that deserve to be streamed a lot of times by everybody.
I appreciate it, bro. You know it actually. Have you ever heard of Doobie?
Doobie. I think someone has told me to listen to Doobie, and it's.
Well, he heard my song "Sun and Rain" the other day on a live, and he was like, "I want to be on it." So now me and him, he's coming out.
Gonna remix it?
Yep. Surprise remix with Doobie coming soon.
Announce it here.
Cats out the bag.
Heard it here first on the Endless Enjoyment.
You heard it here first.
I gotta listen to some Doobie because I definitely was told that I would really enjoy Doobie.
Fire, bro. He just started it's kind of like if you listen to my catalog, it just progresses over time. He went from like rapping all the way. Now he's doing rock. Everybody go check out Worth the Shot by Doobie. That's a good one. And Early Bird Gets the Whiskey, dude. Hit. Easily. Smoker. Swear.
Early Bird
After we get off of here, I'm going to play it for you, bro. He's crazy. Crazy, dude. He's got a good personality, too. But yeah, Cat's out the bag. You know, I mean, it's coming soon. I got a song with Fetty Wap coming out in 2 weeks, too. So
isn't Fetty Wap in jail?
I've been having the song for a while.
So how did that come about?
It's actually pretty crazy. I got a friend, Skinny from the Nine. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
So I had hit him up a long time ago, and we started talking about it, and he was just like, yeah, I can help you. And then I held on to the song forever because I was kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to approach this. This is a big song, you know? Big name, I should say. I don't know about big song. We never know. But I had it, and then I've been seeing him like pop up everywhere again with the JBL memes. You seen that?
Yeah.
I want you to be my... And I was like, now's the time.
Back into the Hot 100 from those memes.
I was like, now's the time. I have got to get on it, you know?
True.
And
smart.
Yeah. I mean, I've just been holding it down like, bro, like we talked about before. You know, it's all part of the plan. Everything's low right now, but I'm building it up for when it does.
Wait for the time is right.
That's
it's
right.
Kind of like you had that beat, Sun in the Rain, just waiting for the right time to.
That's what it is, bro.
Pounce on that, John.
Yo, I don't really do marketing or nothing but everybody at home knows. Like everybody at home and all the way to Florida, they know. Not everybody, obviously, but like people that they know I do music. Even people like specifically where I'm from, they'll know. Even if they don't know me, they know who I am. You know, they just know that I'm the music guy. So it's like I can help connect people too a lot. So that's why I'm waiting for the time, bro. It's a matter of time, and I'm doing all the footwork because I don't want something to happen. And let's just say I do gain a lot of traction. I don't have that much out a back catalog. You know what I'm saying? I want to have all that laid out so whenever it does happen, they can really get into it.
Yeah, they dive deep into. If they go, I fuck with this dude. Let me do a deep dive that you have.
Instead of clicking on me and being like, you know, like, here's a few magazine articles. Oh, he's done this with so and so. Yeah. But there's nothing else, you know.
Right. Goes back to what we were just saying about being like prepared for that moment when it comes.
Yep.
Because it would suck to have that moment come and not be ready for it.
I firmly believe, bro, once I really put a campaign behind Sun and Rain and I put the video out, I believe it's going to do something.
Like I said, man, I believe it's a hit, dude. I think that's a fucking great song.
It's crazy, too, because, like, people back home, they were like, there's this one artist, like a specific artist. He was like, yeah, somebody wrote that for him, you know, and I was just like.
Little do you know, man, I was just spitting melodies.
Cruising around. Yeah, but that's how it is where I'm from, bro.
I think
never give up on your dreams, for real, because I never thought I'd be doing this, but here I am. And that's what it is, bro. When you think you can't do it, you can.
Yeah, I would say whether you can or you can't, whatever you say is right. You know, if you say you can or you can't, that's
make use of your resources till other doors open. Then make use of those resources. And there's no way, bro. When you're all the way, your back's against the wall. When you're at rock bottom, you can't go down no more. You got to go up, little by little, bro. Piece by piece, you're building a house. But it just you never know when the house is gonna be complete.
I hear you, man. Like that's why I've said like even like the last like how when you came in, I was telling you about the brand, the podcast, and everything. Like it was all setting the foundation of that metaphorical house. Was all preparing us for the moment for when the house is ready. Like
yeah. The house, bro. Right. You never know when. You never know.
That's what I'm super thankful for. Even every step I take forward is that foundation I already have laid. The people that I do have that support me, all the songs that I do have that people.
Hell yeah, bro! Whenever we met, we had talked at the show, I had clicked on you and I looked through all your stuff and I was like, he's got it really going for him. That's why I was like, I texted you. I was like, hey, I'm coming up there.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you
of course,
didn't take you long to tap in.
It's an honor too, for real. Like I've enjoyed it a lot. You've got a lot more out of me than DJ Small Eyes did. So yeah, he made me feel uncomfortable. Shout out DJ Small Eyes. It's my homie, but I felt really uncomfortable. Really
Why is that?
It was a dude who was in a hot office building. I'm sitting there and he's like, don't sweat. And I'm like, wearing a hoodie, and I'm like, trying not to sweat. And then if you ever go look at it, you'll see I'm like, the whole time sitting on the stool because it was just so strange. The whole way it was like an abandoned office building, but like had like 60 floors in it in Atlanta. It was just a weird time, like, how me and you, we chopped it up before.
Yeah.
I've always just talked with him on the phone, and when I showed up, it was just kind of like, are you ready? And I was just like, and I had Big Hoss with me. Big Hoss is like a 6'4", 400-pound guy. And he's like, and this was during COVID, bro. So like, you had to wear a mask everywhere you went.
Right, yeah.
And he was like, can you put your mask on? And I was like, yeah, I got you. I slid it up because we didn't want to wear it over our nose. I slid it up, and he was like, if you can put your mask on if you want,
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, I always say that my podcast is super casual. Like, I want it to be more for us getting to know each other as like friends too. Like, I just want to support you and give you a space to talk about what you got going on, promote what you got going on, because I think you're dope.
Thank you, bro.
And I do it for free. Like, people have asked me, oh, do you charge?
I think this is dope.
Thank you.
When you showed me everything, literally. When you showed me everything, bro, I like what you got going on.
And that goes back to like something where like that happened when the time was right. From when I first started making music, I wanted to have a brand that encompassed everything.
Now you got it.
The music, the podcast, the clothes, the merch, shit. Like,
that's it, bro.
And when the time was right, it came to me, I think, like one night, like in my basement, like the whole logo and everything.
It's the best ideas, bro. It's when they just hit, That's cool.
That's why you can't force it. Me and my buddy Marcus too. Shout out Marcus. Like we've talked about like not forcing it. Like he's been making a lot of dope beats lately, and when he wasn't like a little bit before then, he was like frustrated. Like why am I not making dope beats? You know, it's like, but it's like, dude, you're a talented artist and producer. Those ideas will come to you when it's right. You know,
exactly,
as long as you take a little bit of time every day or every week or so to work on those things, a dope idea will come. And little, of course, like it did happen. Like he made some crazy fucking beats recently.
I get aggravated like that too, bro. If I try forcing it,
yeah,
I'll just start spinning my wheels, and then when I can't figure out nothing, I'm just like, I'll just step away from it. Sometimes even stepping away for like 5 minutes is good.
Come back with even a day. Come back with fresh ears, man, and listen to it differently. You know.
Sometimes and see, I got into a habit of just doing like half songs and then never going back to them. So I've been like trying to challenge myself, bro, to sit there and complete the whole record, because half the time with those half songs that I've done, I can't approach it the same way I did the first time.
I hear you.
You like Rick Rubin? You know who that is?
Yeah.
Bro, you read his book?
I have not.
You need to get the book.
I know, The Creative Act.
Bro.
Right? I've definitely even just seen a lot of clips of him speaking about the book, and have resonated with
I'll mail it to you. I got it at the house.
Okay.
I'll mail it to you, bro, for real. My dog chewed half of it, but I'll send it to you.
That's right.
You can kind of make it out at the end. It's like at the bottom. But yeah, I'll mail it to you, bro. Great book. I was going to give it to Cass, but he already had a copy. So when I give it to you, when you're done with it, if you can actually read it, pass it on to somebody and just tell them to keep passing it and passing it and passing it.
It'd be sick to see it.
Really
Everyone
opens
sign
your
it.
yeah. It'll open your eyes, bro. I'm telling you, my whole perspective like flipped. Talking about as a creative, you're a creative antenna. Like we were talking about, you're not forcing stuff, but when that ideas in the universe, bro, it's gonna hit your antenna if it's meant for you.
Right, and it's about expressing. The best thing that you could do for your audience is express yourself fully and make it for you and not for them. Mm-hmm. Right? That's one of the things that I picked up from the clips or whatever. Right? And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about like how a lot of things that I do are super personal to me, because it's all I know how to do is speak on my life.
Yeah. And you know, that's all like a lump. I think everybody goes through that too. For real, because like and then again, you could just be being hard on yourself, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you are your worst critic.
Yeah, for sure.
For real. Like, dude, if you would ever heard the first time I picked up a microphone, I heard my voice, I was like, I ain't doing this shit. I was like, I'm never going to do it.
I would be super frustrated, just being like, it's not sounding the way I want it to.
Yep.
And it took years for some songs to get to that point.
Exactly, bro. And it just know we're right where we're supposed to be.
So, not early, not late, we right on time. You know?
Exactly.
Right where we're meant to be, and I'm glad
we're all gonna end up where we're supposed to be.
We got the chance to chop it up again today. And
of course, bro. Of course, it was an honor. It really was.
Yeah, we can wrap it up in a few. I got a few more questions.
Of course. Go ahead.
Going.
Go ahead. I thought you was wrapping it up. I was just like,
no.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, I definitely wanted to keep the episodes on the shorter side moving forward, just so that it's just easier to get out, but I'm never going to stop a conversation when it's going well, you know.
Ask away. Hey, you got the questions. I got the answers.
Yeah, so we'll start with like, what are your goals like moving forward, like this year? Like, what do you want to accomplish this year when it comes to your music?
I am going to transfer into full time. I'm going to do it because I feel like working shift work, man, it's very hard to maintain a balance and create duality. You ever read The Beautiful and Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald?
No.
Good book. Good book. It's about duality, bro. But I feel like me as a person, bro, if I can't just dip my toe into something. If I dip my toe into something, I'm going to half-ass do it. And I'm tired of I'm going to hold myself accountable, everybody. I half-ass do a lot of things, bro. Like, for real. I mean, not most things, but it's about like 15% of the time I half-ass, bro. I'm just like, okay, I got to get it out. I don't have time to work on it. But I'm working on that. Dude. I'm going to transfer over, and I'm going to kind of just bank on it. I'm going to put all in, bro. I'm going to put both feet in instead of a toe. Because if I'm already making the waves that I have with just a toe, imagine what I'm going to do with 2 feet in. Who knows what will really come of it. I'm not banking on nothing from it, but I just want people to be happy to listen to my stuff and know that they're not alone, you know? I win at the end of the day if that's what I get.
So what does that look like being full time? You want to be in the studio, you want to be traveling, performing,
Everything.
all of it?
Just anything that comes my way. It's exactly what I'm gonna do. Anything, bro.
That's gonna allow you to help more people.
Yep. My whole plan is to bring what I do back home. Teach people. I go out, get the knowledge, come home. Somebody really wants to learn. They can ask me. Like, I still help like people that haven't started out. They come to me and ask me questions all the time, and I let them know, bro, I'm not a gatekeeper. You ever heard of the gatekeepers?
Yeah, of course, man.
I'm not a gatekeeper. If I can point anybody in any direction, I'll be like, yeah, dude, look, here you go.
Yeah, you're an
Right
open
here.
book.
Yeah, I'm not finna I pray everybody passes me up, bro. Like, for real. I want everybody to win in this life. We only got one.
Right.
It's
There's
the point
room
of
for
sitting around
everybody.
hating people, bro. Yeah, like, everybody's got their own market.
Right.
You know?
Some people act like that just because some people are doing better than them or something that's taken away from
exactly
them doing
like
better.
Everybody's like, I'm gonna be the first from my city. I'm gonna be the first from my city. I'm like, I don't care about that because I'm gonna leave an impact in my city.
Right.
That's what it all is, bro. At the end of the day, leaving an impact.
Right. So my slogan too with the brand is enjoy endlessly, leave a legacy. I think that's like, legacy, it's a lot about the meaning behind the brand is about like promoting positivity, uplifting each other, enjoying the present moment, enjoying the journey, like I said, being present and not dwelling on the past or the future. All things that tie so well together with the brand. I'm really happy how it all came together.
The whole message behind it, bro, is good because that's how I live my life. I don't put nobody down. I don't, even if I think that their craft isn't that well, I'm not going to tell them that. I'm just going to tell them keep going, bro, because for every person that does not like your music, bro, there's going to be 1,000 that do. I tell them you just got to find your audience, bro. That's all it is.
Right, you got to keep putting yourself out there
for real.
To do that.
I'm not tearing nobody down, bro. I was tore down half of my life about going into music, for real. You don't need to do that because people where I'm from, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I mean, you probably, where are you originally from here?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay, so yeah, there's 2 different regions. Well, I don't know if it's the same way up there, but
definitely like a small town though. If that's like where you're referring to, like you're from a small town in Mississippi.
You grow up, you go to school, go to college, pay off, if you're going anything, you're going to pay off shit the rest of your life,
right.
Live in debt, and die. Think about it. After you have a family, and you go through all that, you're just going to sit around after you retire, bro. Where did your life go? You gave it to people that don't give a shit about you.
Or cared, or did something that you didn't even want to do because you cared about what other people thought.
Bro. I don't care. Even if I make myself look like a fool. I almost came on the podcast wearing nothing but boots. No, I mean, I'm going to have clothes, obviously. But wearing boots, my shorts, and I was going to have the Helen's chicken right here. I was going to sit here like that. Some ASMR, too. You know what I'm saying? But I just believe in doing what you want to do. Even if I don't make a killing off of it, I just know that I'm still happy.
You're doing what you love, yeah.
Man, at the end of this life, I can't bring nothing with me. But I don't want to live with regret,
Absolutely, man.
Most people, bro, like 75% of people really have regret. Like at the end, I'm pretty sure everybody does have a little bit, but how you live is going to determine the weight of it when it's that time. That's how I look at it, bro. Just be happy. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't. I really don't. And like, if anybody's watching this, y'all comment when y'all see it from back home, because they're gonna probably be like, oh yeah, that's Quavo. They call me Quavo because I use my government name's Alex Cuevas.
Really?
Yeah, but Cuevas and Quavo.
Yeah.
They call me Quavo. Man, they call me Alex, Quavo, Cain.
So where did Cain Valentino come from, then?
Cain's my middle name. And Valentino just sounded good with it, honestly. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of like, and it turned out to be like an Ian Dior situation. Ian's like his middle name. Yeah. And then Dior was just like slapped behind it. And I was just like Valentino. And then later on, my buddy was like, yeah, Ian kind of did the same thing, I think. And I was like, damn. It just sounds good. Yeah, Cain Valentino just sticks out. Like, people are like, oh yeah. Like, if I go somewhere with people that I've seen before, like Cain Valentino. Nobody just be like Cain unless they're like my super close friends. Like Cain, Quavo. I hate when my close friends call me Cain. I'm just like, okay, yeah.
Why is that then?
It just feels awkward, bro. It's like, you've known me my whole life.
Oh,
Why are you gonna start calling me that? Hell no.
Like, for me, it made more sense to call you Cain.
Ed, bro, you can call me what you want. I'm gonna reply to all 3 damn names, I can tell you. In public, I'm like, when people are calling me when we go out and be looking around like that, dude, I'm just aimlessly like, I just listen for 3 names. I wish everybody'd stick to one. But it just sounds
That's like
good.
me. My name's Vincent, but most people call me Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
Or my stage name's Chenzo. So it's like, people call me V, people call me Chenzo, people call me Vinny, people call me Vincent.
Dude, it's kind of confusing after a while, you know? It's kind of like...
People have thought my last name's Chenzo. I'm like, no.
I thought it was, not going to lie.
It's a play on, like, the name Vincenzo, you know? It's like, my grandfather's named Vincenzo, and I'm named after him, but I'm American, so it's Vincent. Mm-hmm. He's Italian, of course.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, shout out my grandfather, Nana.
Shout out his grandfather.
But, yeah, so going back on, like, small town shit and, like, people's opinions of you. I mean, even, like, on TikTok lately, like, I've been posting a lot, and, like, people post, like, hateful comments and stuff. Like, but it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm passionate about. Like, I would still make music even if nobody liked it. It's just something that I do. And
it's exposure, bro. All the hate comments are still
it's
exposure. I laugh at stuff like that.
No,
I'm like,
it used to piss me off, but now it literally just makes me laugh. And like,
they're not even trying.
They're taking time out of their day to tear me down.
And brother, chances are, I bet 50% of the time you click on the profile and they're not even doing anything or trying anything.
Or no profile picture, nobody. And you never know. It could be somebody you know that from like your hometown or something hating on you, or it could
click on Darius. It's just a guy like.
It could
gym
be
picture, you know?
It could be a random fucking person. You never know, but you can't let that stop you from doing what you're passionate about and putting yourself out there. And like I said, finding your people, because your people are out there. Just because there are people that don't like what you do. And shout out a person that left a nice comment, was like, even if you drop the best song, there's going to be people hating on it.
Hell yeah. Some guy just put out a song called, you ever seen that TikTok? It's Oil Money. She got a body like old money.
Yeah.
People are hating on him so bad, but I'm like, I listened to the song and I'm like, damn, it's kind of good. You know, like, I mean, it's a good song, but people are really going crazy on him, bro. And I'm just like,
right, but they're just feeding.
They're feeding the fire, the algorithm, bro. Like, it's so crazy. When people are like, hate, bro, and they're like, I don't like your music. I'm like, well, thanks for the stream, you know?
Yeah, thanks for your opinion.
Yep. Thank you.
Right? It's
literally
it's welcome. All opinions are welcome, especially just going to help boost your engagement. But
that's right.
It can be discouraging at times. Like in the past, I feel like I've let it bother me, but now it's just like, it just makes me feel like I'm going in the right direction. If people have something to say about my music, then
at least they're saying something, you know?
Even then when they're like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard, I'm like, I've definitely heard worse things than my music did. Like,
oh, dude. There's so much
and
out
I'm hard
there.
on myself too. Like, you should hear my older music. Is even worse than this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
My first song was like, I'm going in my car, I'm going very far, you know, like.
Yeah.
And we all go through it, bro. It's just crazy. You ever just look back on like your journey and you're just like, what the hell was I doing?
That's why I love leaving those songs up, though. You know, a
Hell
lot of them are super raw, and vulnerable, and real. And I was testing out those melodies and shit and growing, and you see the growth from then to now. So that's like, even if it's not good or people won't enjoy it, maybe it'll help somebody going through a similar situation.
My first album, bro, Bipolar, I put out. If you go to the last song on it, I uploaded the wrong file after it got took down the first time because I didn't do it right. I was so new to doing all my stuff by myself. I put it up there again and I was like, hell yeah, it's out there now. Last song on the album is only half a song. Uploaded the wrong file, but I'm just like, it's out there. It's there. You know what? Let them just guess why I did it, you know?
So yeah,
I think
you
about
dropped
it every day.
Your first album, Bipolar, was a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was probably like either 21. It came out originally in like 21 or 22. That was like my first like major album that I did.
Was it like more hip hop?
Yeah, it's called Bipolar because it's all over the place. I went out on a limb with it, dude. I just kind of didn't worry about making it, oh, does this sound good? I wasn't really worried about that, you know? I was just kind of like, just saying what I felt. And it's mostly about like relationship stuff. got some turn up on there, but it's just bipolar. It's all over the place. It is what it is, bro. That's what it was. That's the whole concept behind the album. Just me and my buddies writing an album. That's all we wanted to do.
So what are you working on now?
Got 120. I said 120. I got 120 proof, the EP, which is Sun and Rain is the main single off of it. And I'm working on a song right now with my buddy Lako. Shout out Lako with 9 Lives. Because I lost my dog recently. I know it sounds crazy, like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, But I lost my dog, bro, and like I don't really have feelings. Like I don't get angry. I get happy every now and then, I don't get sad. I'm just kind of like neutral, chill. And when I lost him, I finally like opened up to feeling something, bro. And then I was just like, I called him. I was like, bro, you gotta come here. We made that song. I'll let you listen to it after this. That's gonna be on there. I got a song. I don't know if I'm gonna name it "Lie to Me" or "Magnolias," because it just sounds cool, like referring back to home, State Flower,
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what else is gonna be on there. I'm probably gonna throw the remix out with Doobie after I get this album out and push it. But I'm pushing with. I got an unofficial manager now. His name's Anonymous. He's my coach, and he shout out Anonymous. And he's just kind of coaching me through. We're trying to see what works and what don't. We're all testing the waters, no matter what level we're at.
Yeah.
I know like high-tier artists that are trying to do different things, and they're just like, I'm so nervous, and it's kind of like you're back to square one all over again. You never really know.
So is 120 proof like leaning more in that like folk country?
Yeah, kind of like experimental, like country alternative. I can't really.
Kind of like the Shabuzi vibes a little bit.
Kind of, yeah. I guess you could say that. Yeah, throw a little bit of that in there, and I don't know, man. I mean, it's my best body of work that I've done. I know that for sure, in my opinion. Don't know how it's gonna be when it gets out there, But all we can do is just wait and see. I'm just gonna put it out. Just tell people it's out for a little bit. I'm gonna keep going. Then when I get like 5 projects, 6 projects under my belt, big campaign time. I'm talking masses, bro. Like I'm gonna be, and if they stick, they stick. If they don't, well, we'll just try something different. Not like try something, get out of music, but like I'm just gonna keep, testing the waters.
Experimenting, yeah.
That's all we can do, bro. Sometimes I get tired of experimenting, though. I'll be up at 3 o'clock, like, at the computer, and it's like, what will we? And I'm like, hell no, But
you got it, man, though. You're always fucking around, listening to beats and shit.
Like they say, fuck around and find out.
Yeah, man. It's the only way you can find out.
Yeah.
There's only one way.
Yep.
So, like you said, we talked about how we had met at the Vinyl Lounge for the Nash Daddy show, and he dropped his album. How did you guys end up getting connected?
Orlando. We went to a mastermind artist held by Anonymous, and it was just a bunch, like an intimate setting of a bunch of artists from all over the United States, and even some weren't artists. One guy was like a software engineer, and he just wanted to come and learn about like building a brand and being a better person. That's what we do. We like working on. It's not all the time about music, bro. It's like self-development. Yeah. And we all got together. We spent a weekend over there with Caskey and Anonymous. It was in, pretty sure it was like a Southwest Hotel or Hilton or something like that. A little conference room, and it was just an intimate setting, bro, and we just really dove deep. Like, we all dove deep, meditation and stuff. I ain't never meditated. I'm from Mississippi. My dad's usually like, just suck it up,
I feel like that's a good way to like how we talked about being present and slow down. Like, meditation is very good for that.
Opening my eyes, bro. I don't see here no more. Because growing up where I grew up, I saw here for a long time. Till I got out there and I lived in different countries when I worked offshore. And ever since I did that, even with the meditation, man, I never did any of that. We all met. We all had like a very like touching weekend, dude. Like it was just, everybody was just being open with each other. Everybody was cool. Everybody in my phone. From there, I still talk to. One guy that was there just moved over here. Shout out Willie. And that's how we met, bro. I mean, I was already there. I was already at the hotel. And I woke up the next morning. Was it in the morning? Yeah. Woke up the next morning, went down to the lobby. I'm just sitting there waiting for them to open the doors. Here come Nash Daddy. Just strolling through the door. And I was just like, I feel like I can vibe with him. And I just went straight to him. And I was like, what's up, bro? And then we just started talking all weekend. And then Went our separate ways, we were just texting each other like, dude, it's so great to meet you. So great, like, dude, you're dope. Dude, you're dope. Time went by, and he was like, I want you on my album. I was like, okay, hell yeah, let's do it. So we started doing that. We started just shooting like rough tracks back and forth because where I record, bro, I usually just do references and demos in my house so I can have them for later or bounce them with somebody. But I recorded my verses in my house. I have wood paneling on my walls. So it's not the best like at capturing. I got a powerful microphone, but it's not treated.
Yeah.
I sent it to him. I said, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. And he just brought it together. And then he was like, oh, what did he do? He had a show with Young Buck. He was doing the Young Buck thing. And then I was supposed to come out for that, but I couldn't make it. So I was like, dang, bro, like, I'm sorry. I was like, I promise you I'm going to be there next time we do something. A month later, he was just like, hey, you ready to open? We're doing a show, bro. I was like, I done told him I promised him I'd be there. I was like, we're doing this shit. So then that's how it happened. We just came out, man. I could tell. What are we looking like on time?
We're in no rush.
Awesome. Crazy dude, that whole weekend we were here for the show, or the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that whole week, insane, bro. Like, there's a whole thing. I met a new friend named Elliot. He's a rich man, saved our life. Not really saved our life, but saved us. Man, we went to Broadway Sunday night. It's where it already got bad, So we were like, all right, we're getting a beer at every bar down the strip. We made it a quarter of the way. And then we ended up at Wallen's.
Yeah.
Which is got in Wallen's, we're drinking, we're just dancing. And all of a sudden we see this guy, and he's just like chilling, and he starts talking to us. We're like, hell yeah. Time goes on, he's just like hanging out with us, Start drinking and everything. Then we get to the point where it's bad, bro. Like, I'm like on the table, and I'm just like trying to sit down. I'm like, we gotta go. Like, we have got to leave right now. We're tore up, bro. I don't know. How much do you usually like? How many beers would it take you?
To get that fucked up?
To get pretty messed up.
Like 10?
I was 25 deep.
Yeah, bro. I would be
on top of liquor.
Dead, bro.
On top of liquor, bro. I was drinking Jack Daniels and water.
I would be in a coma.
Oh, gosh. I took like a $40 shot of tequila. Clase Azul. You know that stuff? With the bell. I was just like, ding, 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 ding. Like, I wanted one, after I took that shot, it was over with, cuz. Not gonna lie. I was like, my buddy Colton. You met Colton, right? They came with me last time. Big swole guy.
I'm not sure.
He was he was the big swole guy. He was with me, sitting at the table. You met E, didn't you? The guy he was wearing like the suit. That was out in the crowd. That was E. This is the guy where I'm leading into meeting him. We didn't know him till that night. So we're like, all right, we got to go. And he's just like, yeah, we'll go. And we're like, yeah, let's tag along. We were like, get down to the bottom, bro. You know how the taxis are here. So taxi guy, come on, come on, come on. And I was just like, screw that Uber, bro. I'm getting in that taxi. Yeah. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get food and go back. Bro, we get in this taxi. He drives us around the same block 3 times. Kid you not. And I'm just like tore up, bro. I'm like this in the front seat. I'm like, get me to the goddamn hotel. Well.
And he tries to charge you like mad.
He's like, $60. And I'm like, but I'm so drunk at this point. I'm just like, okay. We go to get food. I went forward too much. We went to get food at his friend's food truck. We're like, yeah, can you bring us somewhere that's open? He's like, I know the perfect place. Brought us to a damn food truck, bro. I'm sick at this point. I keep rolling the window down. Dude's getting mad at me for rolling the window down, but I'm like, you have the heat blasting on us. I get out the car. I just got out the taxi, bro. Walked up by a building and sat down because it was going to be like 15 minutes before they got their food. I'm like, oh, God. I was like, I overdid it completely. I get back up, get in the taxi, and then he's like, $60. Well, actually, I just forward tracked again. On the way after getting food, we come back around. Dude, I couldn't hold it no more. He had so much heat on me.
Yeah.
I don't ever throw up when I drink, bro. But he had the heat. I mean, I don't know what they put in them damn taxis. But bro, it was so hot. And I'm wearing a thick jacket. I got jeans on. I got boots, bro. I just said, stop the taxi. Opened the door and was just, in the middle of Broadway, bro. Closed the door, and I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. Go. So he pulls over. He's like, $60. I'm like, and he's like, an extra 22. He's like, right here. Make this make sense. And this is where Colton and E called him out. E's the guy we met that was following us around. He's like, right there. And then he opens the door, and it's mud. It's not throw up. I made sure I reached up. I was like this, bro, in the street. Like, I'm very conscious when I'm drunk.
Right. At least if you're going to throw up, you're going to do it respectfully.
Yeah, and Colton's like, you knew that was there. And he was like, no. And he was like, you pointed at it. He was like, you pointed at it before you even opened the door. How did you know it was there? And he was like, all right, $20. Just $20 on top of he cut it down to 40 and then wanted another 20. I was like, I don't give a shit. And I gave him my card, and Colton looks over and he's trying to charge me like $30-$40 on top. So he's lying the whole time. Yeah. Then E gets the card. He's like, get the fuck out of here. The guy we just met, little skinny dude, man, cool as hell. And he was just like, he saved us, bro. He's like, give me that shit. He's like, we're going to get my car. And he wasn't drinking a lot. So he wasn't like drunk. He don't drink like that, you know? And we're like, all right, cool. And we're kind of nervous, you know? We just met this guy. I'm just like, but anything is better than riding in the damn taxi. I said, I'm never taking a taxi again.
It's like the most expensive Uber you could pay for.
Hell yeah, we get to this man's car, bro, and it's a loaded out Wagoneer. Like self-driving, has the massage seats and everything. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, I do real estate. And all kinds of stuff, bro. It's crazy. He helped us that night, and then the next night he came to the show. Come support. But that was a crazy night, bro. I can't even really remember anything that happened on Broadway, but I hate Broadway now.
Yeah, it gets old.
Printer's Alley
bro.
is like way better, you know?
Man, like I said, like I don't drink that much, but when we do, we have a good time. And really, only when people come to visit me, we'll go to Broadway. Like, there's no other reason to go.
Bro, I'm a tourist, technically. Even though I have family here, I'm still a tourist.
Right.
I can't stand it either, you know? I'd rather go to Printer's Alley if I do go somewhere.
Even, like, East Nashville's got some cool bars, or by Vanderbilt's got some cool bars.
Yeah.
Right by here.
Man.
So what do you got?
Music City.
Music City. It's quite the place, and it keeps growing.
Yeah, Hattie B's, some good shit.
Yes, sir. We're rocking the...
Hey, yeah, Hattie B's. Yeah, we ate there, bro. We ate there every day for the whole week while we were here.
That's wild.
And we over ordered every time, but we didn't care. We were just splurging,
Taking fucking some home with you.
And we were like, oh yeah, here's the Dirty Bird fry. Oh, here's the wing over here. You know, like, dude. Well, Prince's was pretty good too. Prince's was solid, but it was not solid on the way home. Let's just say that. Even though it's the OG spot, ain't it?
Yeah.
And I just had Helen's. Helen's pretty good. I got the Nashville hot catfish. It's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Very hot, though. I was crying before I got here. I was like, fuck.
Put yourself together.
Dude, yeah, I was like, I'm going to be sniffling on this mic and everything, bro. It was bad. I got the fruit juice with it. The fruit tea.
So what's your favorite part about Nashville? Is it the hot chicken?
My favorite part about Nashville, I'll be completely honest with you, bro. Laying in bed when I ain't got to keep moving to do something. Honestly, when I'm up here, if I ain't doing nothing, it's my favorite time because I'm always on the move.
Right.
Always, bro. So that little bit amount of time just being away from home.
It's kind of like a vacation.
Mm-hmm. I like going to East Irish Street. You ever been to East Irish Street?
What's over there?
It's a whole row of houses of studios.
Nah, I don't think
it's cool.
So.
You should check it out, bro. It's really cool. Like,
is it by like those like fences with all the
Berry Hill?
The murals on the fences and
shit?
Yeah.
That's East Irish. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're Yellow Wolf's over there right now recording on.
So you said you record a lot of demos at home. So do you like come to Nashville to record? Like where do you like record final versions of your songs, right?
So it really depends. Sometimes I'll just record them at whoever's friend's house I'm at.
Right.
But like I can get it and I can send it to my engineer. He'll have it done by the time I get home. But when I'm really like diving deep into a record, bro, I like to actually go and like get a room at a studio so I can listen to it and really break it down because, monitors only get you so far. And I firmly believe like being an artist, it's more than just slapping vocals on a beat, bro. It's about all the little fine tunings. And don't you love it? That little part you hear in the song that's off and you pray to God everybody else won't hear it, but they never actually will hear it because they don't think that much into it.
Yeah, you're constantly always thinking of how it could be better.
Yes.
And then noticing things later on that you didn't notice at first.
We were just talking on the way here. He was like, yeah, that snare was cool. I was like, that wasn't a snare. That was my chair creaking. Thank you for catching that. You know, like, because now it's going to bother me for the rest of the time.
Burping or fucking taking a really deep breath in. Like, we got to take that out. I feel that, man.
Yeah, bro. That's my favorite part about Nashville, though. Being able to chill out a little bit, you know?
Yeah, a little vacation.
I love the atmosphere, though. You know, you're surrounded by creatives, bro. Where I'm from, I'm surrounded by just woods. You know, that's the best way I can put it. I have to drive 30 minutes to go to town. So it's like, I have a gas station, but a gas station in a ball field. Ball field only get you so far, brother. Ball field will not get you that far. I swear.
So what do you got going on while you're in town right now?
I had connected with everybody from the show. And you stood out to me, though, because you were like, what's up, man? You know, and I was just like, hell yeah. I was like, he cool. And I reached out to everybody. You know, I got a few features I'm going to do up here. Everybody's like, oh, I'm ready to work. And I'm like, well, shit, I got to get a schedule together. You know, I'm like 3 hours out. So I'm just doing a couple features, man. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go hang out with Nash. We got invited to the celebration of Jelly Roll tomorrow. So.
Is that at Aubrey or is that?
That's actually at his bar. Everybody's coming down. Like everybody that's affiliated with him.
Oh yeah, he just opened his new bar and probably.
Yeah, so we're all going to party with him and stuff. And then after I wake up in the morning on Friday, I'm gonna head home. So pretty much just like a hot shot run. I do hot shots all the time up here. ATL is closer than it is here, but I mean, you see, it didn't take me long to get over here. I didn't stop, bro. I stopped to get gas one time or twice. You know,
just cruising
right back to it.
Yeah, I saw your story.
Yeah, I was. Dude,
on Instagram, I was like, I could be expecting a text from this man probably any minute now.
Yeah. I was booking it, bro. Like, I talked to my friend for like 3.5 hours, Idealist. You know the guy from the show, Idealist?
Yeah.
They were the two pair. Yeah, I talked to him for like 3.5 hours, bro. Just talking about history. I'm a big history guy, bro. I just love learning new things, and that's all we did. Talked about history, anything. We went from horror movies to history because it went from horror movies to serial killers to the history, like what they did in history, and went to Charles Manson. Just talking about everything, bro. Like all just from JFK, it was all over the place. The most ADHD shit you can ever think of. And then right after that, he's like, he's like, don't ever have kids. And then we started with that, you know, just talking about life. Yeah. And after that, we at the end we were just like, yeah. He's like, you play on PC? It's like, no, I play on Xbox. And it kept drifting, you know, for like 3.5 hours, and I got off. I ate Helens. Now we're here.
Those are the best like conversations like with the homies that you can have. And why I love having the podcast.
Yes, bro.
Too. I mean, even that's just always feel like been a theme of my life is just like there's certain people in my life that I could count on when I need to talk to them, and like we could have the longest conversations about everything.
Of course,
about
anything,
life,
bro. It could literally shift in
music,
a second.
Movies, you know, whatever it is. Like even me and you have talked about a lot of things today. And
what's your favorite movie series?
Movie series
or TV series?
Oh man.
That's a good question.
I was telling you earlier about Entourage, dude. Entourage is probably my favorite.
I'm gonna check it out
TV
when I get home. For real.
I've seen it literally
guy,
like 7 times, dude. There's like 8 seasons in a movie. That I've seen it like. I've watched it like once a year since senior year of high school. So it's like,
damn, I'm gonna have to really look at it, bro. If you're invested that much, I'm gonna watch it.
It's so good, man.
Bro, my dad's retired, and I just put him on Breaking Bad. He's not really, Breaking Bad. You ever seen it?
So I just started watching it recently for the first time.
Dude,
so I gotta
I'm
finish
gonna tell
it.
you,
I stopped watching it, but I gotta watch.
I just put my dad on it, bro, and he started it 3 days ago, and he's about done with it. He watches TV. I told my mom, I was like, damn, he really likes it that much. She's like, well, when you watch TV for 16 hours,
God damn.
Dude, I'm telling you, ever since he's retired, he keeps the grandkid, the puppy, and then he just watches TV, bro. He's almost done with it. I'm not even kidding you. It took me 2 months to finish it.
That's insane.
Within days.
I love Dexter. I watched.
I haven't watched it yet.
Recently.
I know about it.
I watched it maybe like 10 years ago, but then like they just dropped a new like prequel series to it, so I rewatched the original series. I love Dexter. That's a great one.
He's about like a mastermind, ain't he? Like a killer.
He's a serial killer, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, like, he kills people that deserve to be killed. Like
yeah, like for justice.
other like murderers and like
that's pretty tight.
people that are like shitty. Obviously, like he has a code that he lives by. Like he vets people to make sure like they actually deserve to die. Like
like he watches them and sees
like
what they're.
if he doesn't kill them, they're gonna kill again. Type shit. So it's almost like he was doing the good thing. It's like he's a very lovable character too. So like it's interesting the duality of like him being a killer and like also like
that's
dude. Like,
that's pretty much very much a duality right there, bro.
Yeah, I mean I get obsessed with series and binging them and stuff. So like, I do gotta finish Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that was a good one. Very good one.
I know that's one that people are always like, you gotta fucking watch that.
That one's fire, bro. I got to get back and rewatch it because I started watching whenever I put them on. I watched like all the way to episode 2 or 3 with him before I left. Yeah, and I was like, he's like, it's all right. And then, bro, I called him. He's like, I'm watching my show, man. I'm like, what show? And he's like, the one I like. I'm like, which one do you like? Like, the one you showed me, okay? You know, like just messing with me.
Yeah, man. But it was a pleasure talking with you and getting to know you more. And
of course.
Yeah, appreciate you.
It was an honor, bro. Everybody check him out. You're hearing it live. Cain Valentino.
Yeah, so you said anything else you want to promote before we end this?
I just want to tell everybody chase your dreams because at the end of life, there's no telling what you could do, man. For real. Like if I would have ever quit, I would never be here. You know, I wouldn't be out here doing what I do. I wouldn't be trying to do it. Don't let nobody discourage you. Because at the end of the day, who cares? Honestly.
Right.
Just do what you want to do. One life. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be on my deathbed like, oh, Twazi Gibbler, 45, said this. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to be like, damn. Like, I wish I really would have, when I had the time, you know? That's how I look at it, bro. Just make the time, like you said, present.
Right.
That's it, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, bro, of course. It was an honor, brother, for real. It was a good one. Actually, that was good. We was flowing, motherfucker.
In the flow state, man.
You know?
That's the shit. It happens, you know. We get into these conversations, they happen.
Yeah.
And they just go, like you said, with your buddy. And I'm very thankful for all the dope people that have come on the podcast and all my friends and family outside of the podcast that have supported me in any way, shape, or form over the years. It's all these conversations have helped me keep pushing. And
bro, it's there.
You know, we're never going to give up, and that's why we're going to be successful, because we do what we love regardless of what anybody thinks.
That's right, bro. Forget the outer accolades that come. Just keep doing what you're doing. You ever seen that picture with the guy digging with the pickaxe and he stops?
Right,
right.
One more hit. Right, yeah. So that's why you can never give up. You never know how close you are.
Bro.
And you can't be doing it just for the accolades, right? You got to be doing it for the love of swinging the axe. Like,
yeah, bro. If anybody wants to be famous in 2025, it's like, wow. I want to leave a legacy, though. I understand you will get famous eventually, but I do it for the love of the craft. Same way you're doing it. Look how much care you put into it, bro. Like, I even noticed it off rip. Like, your whole brand, I see it, bro. The EEE, I see it all. I see the 3 E's up there.
Yeah, man.
I noticed
and even
it off
then,
rip.
like, you guys see my
branding.
merch, too. Like, I have an all-over print bandana where it's
like...
It's like
you got a bandana? I'll get one from you.
It's like a checkered flag, bro. Like, so and I saw that in my basement when I was creating that, and all, like I said, all came to me. I saw the idea for the bandana from that, because I was like, dude, that kind of looks like part of a checkered, like, racing flag, and you could easily turn that into something.
What is that? Meat wagon?
Ice cream truck? What?
Is that an ice cream truck? That's a siren, cuz.
No, we by the hospital, bro.
That's probably a meat wagon, yeah.
What does that mean?
You never heard of a meat wagon?
As an ambulance?
Yeah.
No.
The meat wagon.
Why do they call it that?
I don't know. It's just
a meat
My
wagon.
buddy told me that, and it stuck with me because I got drunk one night and he was just like, the meat wagon's coming, and I heard it coming down the road, and I'm like, hell no, what's the meat wagon? You know? But
that's a weird
I'm gonna cop a bandana from you, bro, when we leave. If you got some.
Appreciate you,
for
bro.
Sure. For sure. But, I'm down to support.
Yeah, Cain Valentino, y'all. Go stream his music, especially his song "Sun in the Rain" is fucking dope.
Yeah, we
Be
on the way.
Lookout for a remix.
Remix, bro. Got a couple records coming out, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. And stay tuned for his too. Like and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Like and subscribe, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. This is episode 70 of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast.
If I see a comment from Twizzy Guzzler, I'm gonna be mad.
User 6869, loser pants. Okay. Appreciate your love and support.
Hell yeah. We're one click away, brother.
Yes, sir. We ain't
Good
gonna give
talking to you,
up.
bro, for
Appreciate you,
real.
man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy, y'all. Much love. Enjoy.
Awesome, bro. That was cool.
Where do we go? I'm a rolling stone. Just take me home to where I belong. Everything is a price I never could pay. Same old shit, different day, you'll never change. You're like the sun.